still young enough to mistake danger for play, but the honey badger does not tolerate misjudgment, and the lesson comes brutally fast. One still shaped by naivety, the other by absolute resistance. What follows is swift, merciless. For an animal built to survive against overwhelming odds, there can be no half measures. From a distance, something shifts, a sound, a signal, just enough for the mother to know that something is wrong. The badger had barely claimed the moment. The mother returns, too late to save her cub, but not too late to answer its death. Her grip tightening and loosening with the chaos of rage, exhaustion, and grief. This is no longer a hunt, nor a defense. It is the fury of a mother confronting the irreversible. What drives her now is no longer protection, but the refusal to let loss pass unanswered. In this final clash, neither animal yields easily. One fights with the desperation of grief, the other with the hardened defiance that has kept it alive. Each testing the other in cautious surgery. It is the mother who carries the greater force, her aggression keeping the badger on the defensive and the balance of the fight in her favor. The badger turns from prey to challenger. For a creature so small, the ferocity feels almost disproportionate. But it is precisely that relentless aggression that has shaped the honey badger into what it is. The violence slows into something more measured as distance opens between them, and each advance is answered by hesitation. Both pressing forward, then drawing back. For a moment, the fight is no longer decided by force, but by nerve. By now, the badger carries the cost of the struggle on its body. It still resists, holding its ground before the leopard. But there comes a point when defiance gives way to instinct, and the badger turns at last toward escape. She lets the badger go, as though the fight no longer matters beside what first called her there. Instead, she turns back to the place that still holds her hope, returning not to victory, but to the unbearable possibility that something might yet remain, only to find that it does not. From the distance, a new threat begins to emerge. While the mother remains with her loss, another presence is already drawing closer, summoned by the scent of blood and the silence it leaves behind. The moment it comes too close, the mother erupts at once, as if even now she cannot allow another step near what is still hers. This hyena is young, still at the beginning of its life in violence. Still learning the brutal arithmetic of hunger, opportunity, and confrontation. It comes not with mastery, but with boldness. And for the exhausted leopard, that inexperience is perhaps the only mercy left to her. The mother does not surrender easily. She rises again and again. Each time the hyena closes in, she answers. At last, something in her begins to yield. Not the bond, not the will, but the knowledge that she can no longer hold this ground. She has given up the ground, but not her watch. Injured and spent, the mother can go no farther, and so she remains at a distance. She can do nothing now but witness the final cruelty of it. The slow erasure of what she had tried, against all odds, to keep from the world. The distance between them now holds the true weight of this ending. Between the one who still sees a child and the one who sees only food. Between a bond that has not ended and a world that does not recognize bonds at all. By now, the struggle has passed from one life to another, from one witness to the next, and what remains is neither justice nor closure, but survival. Wild African honeybees have established a colony within this hollow trunk. These bees are notoriously aggressive, defending their brood with suicidal fervor. He is following scent and movement toward a bee colony. With thick skin, powerful claws, and remarkable persistence, it can tear into the colony. The badger begins to tear at the wood with surgical precision. A swarm of thousands rises in a frantic defensive blur. Hundreds of stings are delivered to the badger's face and eyes. But it appears entirely unbothered by the venomous onslaught. Its skin is remarkably thick, nearly 6 millimeters in certain areas. While it is named for honey, it is the protein-rich bee larvae it truly craves. The badger ignores the barrage of stings for the sake of the caloric reward. It licks the wax and brood from the deep crevices of the hive. The high-fat content of the honeycomb is a rare and valuable prize. Such a feast provides the concentrated energy required for its nomadic lifestyle. Even the most formidable hives eventually succumb to its persistence. The badger finishes its meal, its face matted with wax and dust. It is a formidable generalist, eating everything from fruit to venomous cobras. The search for the next meal begins almost immediately. Few animals are as widely respected or as thoroughly avoided. The badger approaches an unattended ostrich nest. Ostrich parents are formidable defenders, but they must occasionally leave the clutch to feed. For the honey badger, this is a rare opportunity for a concentrated caloric feast. The badger bites through the thick calcium barrier. A single egg provides a massive protein reward equivalent to roughly 20 chicken eggs. Tenacity is its greatest asset. It will not abandon the site until the structural integrity of the shell is compromised. It feeds with a singular aggressive focus, ignored by the birds now far on the horizon. For an animal like this, a feast is never the end of the search. It is only enough to carry it to the next opportunity.